What's up, everybody, to another podcast of mine by the Silent Killer. Today we're going to be talking about how to save WarZone, because I believe it is slowly dying, even though it just came out, about almost a month ago? Whatever the time frame is, it hasn't been long. So, I was watching a video by my boy, Prestige is Key. Y'all should check him out. Link down in the description below. And on this video I was watching, he was talking about WarZone and, his opinion on it. So I just want to share my opinion on his opinion about WarZone. So I'm going to play the little clip for y'all of his video, and hopefully I don't get copyrighted or anything. Shout out to my boy again, Prestige. I love your videos. Keep up the good work. So I'm going to go ahead and play a little snippet of it. And hopefully I get y'all juices flowing in y'all brains, because mine was when I was watching it. And I'm going to then talk about my opinion. So I'm just going to have y'all enjoy my gameplay in the background, doing some awesome gunfighting skills and whooping that butt. And then y'all can listen to his clip. And then after that, I'm going to come in with my opinion. Stay tuned.
That are trying to play legitimately. It's just something that they have to take care of sooner than later, because people are losing interest. Unfortunately, I'm kind of in the same boat where I've lost interest in WarZone. The only thing that was really keeping me playing that mode is the mystery behind the bunkers. Everything else I don't really care about. The gameplay doesn't really wow me. I'm just not a fan of the gas mechanics. I'm not a fan of the looting mechanics. I don't like it. I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't like it.
I'm going to stop it right there. Just to let you know, Prestige, you're not the only one that doesn't like it. I also don't like it. And pretty much, here are the reasons why. When I try to compare it to Blackout, and the reason I compare it to Blackout, because it's also another Call of Duty Battle Royale. So it should be in the same field. So with that being said, I'm not going to compare WarZone to Fortnite or Apex, because they're two completely different games with different mechanics and all of that. So I think it's fair to compare to Blackout. Now, I'm not going to compare it in every aspect, but the overall feel and how it's run and all of that. And I get that Treyarch and Infinity Ward, makes their games a little bit different, but it wasn't too different long ago, back in MW3 and BO1, BO2 days, like Call of Duty is known to be fast-paced. It's always been fast-paced for the most part, until this year, or should I say last year, 2019, COD came out. So that's one reason that I don't like WarZone, and it makes it so difficult for me to do well in it because of the movement. Now, when I play Blackout, oh my god, the movement is so fucking phenomenal. Like, I'm for real. Go play WarZone and then go and switch to play Blackout, and you just feel like a fucking super soldier. And that's what COD has become the known. So like when I'm getting in a sticky situation, I can easily maneuver and dip out, or I can maneuver and flank, and like I can do all of that, with ease, because I'm a skilled player. When you first start playing, you gotta build up that skill. But since I'm a skilled player, I can do it with ease. Now, I try to take those skills into WarZone, and it just doesn't convert. For some whatever strange-ass reason, from one COD title to the next, it just doesn't convert. And that's because they fucked up the movement in this game. And because of that, now people play more campy. And I hate playing campy, but I feel like that's the only way to play in fucking WarZone. Like, it aggravates the living heck out of me. I hate playing like that. Like, all these years I've been playing the kick down the door, shoot up everybody in the damn building, So, like, that's what I'm used to. That's what I like. That's how I get my rush, my high. I don't like fucking sitting back in a corner and just waiting for the zones to go through the motion, and fucking if somebody busts through the door, I got my gun already aimed, and it's very slow paced, and I hate that, and it's just no fun for me. I like getting engagements, you know? Alright, that leads me to my next thing. Engagements. The armor situation. I fucking hate armor. I think the whole armor system is stupid. I get why they did it, because it's very easy and simple, because this is their first free-to-play battle royale, and they wanted to make it as likable and easy for any freaking noob that hops on the game who's never touched COD in their life. And I get that, and I understand, but I feel like they really forgot about the core people who play this game every year, year after year, putting in blood, sweat, and tears and endless hours of their lives that they can't get back. So I really think they should include our opinions when they do shit like this. Anywho, I don't like the armor system at all, especially coming from Blackout, and then just the common knowledge of all of the other BRs. And I get they're trying to be more realistic, you know, but come on, like, we don't play COD for realism. It's a fucking arcade shooter. Anywho, if you want realism, go over to fucking Siege, Rainbow Six. Alright then. So that's what I'm used to, like being able to have different type of heals, you know, heal super fast while I'm moving and running and all that shit. And I can't do that in Warzone. Like, once you're out of plates, you're fucked. Like, you can hold so many fucking bandages, you know? It's like, once you lose all your plates, that's it. You got no protection. And then, like, yeah, I know they increased it up to 8, but that still ain't shit. When you compare to Blackout, you can have, like, fucking 5 traumas. You can have, like, fucking 40 fucking white bandages. You can have, like, fucking 15 med kits. So it's like, going from that to just having 8 extra fucking plates that go away like this, you know, in every fucking gunfight that you have. As soon as you leave one gunfight, you depleted the plates, and then the next, and then you always get third party, and then you fucking die because you got no more fucking plates. You know, it wouldn't happen like that in Blackout. You know, you fucking heal up, and then, like, if you run out of heals, most of the time your teammates got a shit ton of heals so they can split with you. In Warzone, no. At most, they can maybe give you 1 plate if they have it themselves extra, you know? So, that fucking healing extra armor system, whatever you want to call it, sucks donkey balls. I hate it. Okay, so we talked about the movement. We talked about the healing / plate mechanics. Alright, let's talk about the map. Now, I feel like the map is just way too gargantuan. It's just super big. Like, it's bigger than fucking, Blackout, or, you know, the original map. And I know the exclusive Ace did a video on that, and actually Blackout is more bigger or whatnot, or whatever, but not by much. But in the whole scheme of things, the feel of things, like, Warzone is way bigger, because there's so many freaking buildings you can go into, like, especially downtown. It's ridiculous. So there's a lot more places to hide and stuff like that. So, or if they're gonna have a big ass map, they should at least feel the needs for the other people who don't like such a big ass map to have a small map, or have, like, part of the map like section off, you know? Like, I love what they did with fucking Alcatraz. Like, that shit was fucking awesome. Like, I still play that to this day, and I'm still gonna keep playing that until they fucking shut down the BO4 servers. So, but Warzone, the playability, none for me, at least. As soon as the next COD drops, I'm done with this. Deuces, deleting, uninstalling, not gonna need you, especially that you're taking up like almost 500 gigabytes of my memory. So yeah. Now, they are rumored to be bringing another map, and I just pray that it's a lot smaller, you know, more manageable, so I can get in more gunfights. Cause that's another thing about this giant map. It's just infested with snipers. So, like, you leave one gunfight and you barely survive, and you fucking are out of plates, and you're just hurting. Trying to heal, then you get picked off third party by another group who's sniping at your ass, and it's just like, god dang, it's just ridiculous. ARs and snipers rule the game, and like, I just want some variety. I know I said that hella wrong, but it is what it is. I just want different, you know? I just hate running the same setup. Like, that shit gets so boring. I'm like Drifter. I want to try different shit. What's the point of having all these fucking guns in the game if you're only allowed to use 4 guns in Warzone, because those are the meta weapons. Those are the ones that are going to guarantee, make sure you get your kill and win. Fucking donkey balls. I want to fucking run around and with a shotgun and see how that works, you know, but you can't in fucking Warzone unless you camp up in a freaking building. And that's another thing that I hate about this Warzone, is that there's one or two classes and that's it pretty much. Is that everybody runs the same shit. And that's another thing. Like, I like the perks, but then I also hate them because it just, and you can't, what am I trying to say? You can't fucking use any other perks. You have to run cold-blooded or EOD. You always have to run Ghost or Overkill, but by the end of the game, you better have Ghost, or that's just your ass, pretty much. What's the last one? And Amp. That's it. And then you have to have a heartbeat. You have to have C4. It's just like all these things you have to have. And I thought this was a fucking BR. You're supposed to randomly find loot, and hopefully you find good loot. You know, that's the whole point of BR, is looting. They took the whole looting out of the game. You loot for 2 seconds, you get enough money, buy a loadout, you're straight. For the rest of the game, you got souped up weapons. And it gets redundant. It's rinse and repeat. You know? Like, I'm so tired of, like, doing the flags, flying around doing the flags, or flying around doing the scavengers so we can get money and buy a loadout and then buy UAVs and go push people, or just sit back and do the flags and get into the final zone, wherever that's going to be, and just hold up there and camp. And it's just like, those are the only type of strategies, and it's just so fucking boring. I'm tired of it. So that's another reason why I don't like Warzone. They took the fucking fun out of BR. And that's the whole point. To be able to be like, wow, I fucking started off with nothing and I fucking beat all these motherfuckers. And that's another thing I want to talk about. I just feel like there's way too many people. Way too many. I think where it's at, like 150. Way too many. Why should I always be third party after I fucking kill somebody? Like, that's how many people are. No matter, whenever I get an engagement, as soon as that engagement's over, or during that engagement, there's always somebody else shooting at my ass. Like, damn. That's how you know there's too many fucking people. I love the fucking, the bring back system. The gulag, whatever. I hate the gulag, though. The 1v1, because that shit is just so fucking, it's connection based, and I feel like it's different than fucking, gunfight. Like, I feel like it's a different system. I don't know what it is. I can whoop ass in gunfight, but when it comes to gulag, it's more like, I was gonna say 50-50, but it's more like 70-30, and 70 be in the time that I die, and 30 is the percent that I get out. So yeah, and then let's talk about my next point. See, I got some good things to say. Like, I like that they have the bring back your homie system, or you can buy them back. Oh, speaking of that, my next point, the money system. I don't like it. Like, I feel like that's the main focus of the game, is just gimme, build up as much money as I possibly can so I can get my loadouts, I can get fucking UAVs back to back, gas mask, self-revives, kit the whole squad up. I feel like that everybody's just grinding to get money. To me, that's, BR should never be about just getting money. Okay, that because of that takes the fun out. To me, my opinion. I'm gonna let y'all get back to prestigious points, and here we go.
Where everyone else is, praising it and saying it's the best thing since sliced bread, Blackout was 100 times better for me. Now, of course, that's just my personal opinion. Maybe you hated Blackout, but Warzone is more of your cup of tea because it's more set in reality or whatever, but I don't know. Blackout to me was just amazing. I could play it even when I had nothing to unlock or nothing to do and not feel bored. I also kind of worry that this game is also going to be deserted similar to Blackout, and what I mean by that is, yeah, it's free to play, it's kind of separate from Modern Warfare, but are they going to continue supporting it even when Treyarch's game is out? Are they going to continue updating it, or are they just going to drop it in lieu of their next project and then make another Battle Royale that's completely separate? I hate when they do that. That's not how Battle Royales work. I just don't know what to think, man. This entire year has been kind of disappointing. And I think a lot of people can agree with that, but that's all I got to say. I don't have anything else I want to talk about. There really wasn't much to talk about, and that kind of sums up this game in general. There's just not much to talk about. There's not much to do. There's not much to see. Modern Warfare needs an update horribly, horribly badly. Season 3 is good, but we run into the same issue over and over and over again. It hasn't changed since day one. You can continue putting stuff in a battle pass, and you can continue putting stuff into the shop, but until the game fundamentally changes, you're losing a lot of interest of players, and you're losing a lot of interest of hardcore players. I want to love this game. I really do. I think that there's a nice base here, but my goodness, we are dealing with the same shit from day one as we are right now. I feel like a majority of the updates that come out miss the mark completely, and when the updates are good, it's overshadowed by something bad that also happened, and that's just the story of Modern Warfare. I don't understand what's going on with this game. I really don't. And it's kind of saddening and maddening to think about.
Alright. I had something else and it just slipped my mind. Oh, okay. And I guess this is my last reason, my last point, is that the game has grown stale for me. Because of all of these things, the game has become stale. On top of them not adding shit, you know, like to keep my little hamster wheel in my brain turning. You feel me? Like, they ain't changed the map, they ain't done shit. Like, I know season 4 just hit and, you know, they're building up anticipation, but come the fuck on, man. Blackout did shit like they were on top of shit. Like, they did shit. When they said they were gonna, you know, do shit, they did shit. And I get that, you know, the whole Corona thing, and it's really, you know, slowed down the wheels at Activision and Infinity Ward, and I understand that, and I want everybody to stay safe. But come on, like, I'm not asking for much. Like, just knock down a building or something, you know, or add a fucking submarine, you know, or a boat, you know, or something, you know. It doesn't have to be much. It's something to add some freshness to it. They took forever to add duos. Like, why is that? Like, see, it's just like little simple shit. They could have been made us happy with the duos. Why it took y'all so long, huh? Alright, so those are pretty much all my points that I can think of right now. I know I fucking sound like I'm rambling or whatever, but it is what it is. That's how I do my little dialogue thing. So, and that's it, y'all. Those are all my points. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of my podcast, and we broke down all the things that WarZone needs to improve upon if it wants to be another top contender in the BR genre. But before y'all go check out my store. The link is in the description, and thank you for y'all support. I really appreciate it.